NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New York Giants and the Cincinnati Bengals. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from Cincinnati. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
Here we go. 11 empty paint. 11 empty paint.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can tackle, as he did there.
Back to Mixon on second down. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Leonard Williams drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Taken down at the 30. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From the 30 on second down, Jones. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mixon on the toss right. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Okay, work with me here. Make sure I'm clear on this one. Inside their own 10-yard line, and they run a toss play, I know it works, but ordinarily that takes a lot of chutzpah to do something like that, because the only thing more dangerous is trying to throw the ball in that situation and maybe taking a big loss.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin first and goal already at the 5-yard line. On first down, here's Breida. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try to run with Breida. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal. Right. They'll run with Barkley, and he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Tay Crowder, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 11
in motion, the tight end. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is going to have the Bengals first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. First down. Here's Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. From the 45 on 2nd down. Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. Throwing again, it's Burrow. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Touchdown, Bengals! It's T. Higgins with a touchdown pass from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Extra point by McPherson. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's the option going left on second down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now Jones will get this out to Barkley, complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson. Now on 2nd and 13. Jones has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. Throwing Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's got room at the 30. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TD. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down here the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And Jones going to keep once more. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. To throw. Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll let the quarterback keep him here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. And the Giants have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Gano the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
He's going to let this one go deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. On 2nd and 12, Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he try and throw for it here.
Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 2nd and 7, Jones.
He's got Slayton on the slant.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Breida, they'll go up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And this one's incomplete.
You can't be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Bengals drive about to get going. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Now, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. Room here to run. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 17 yards and a Giant 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out
on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go to Barkley again. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The offense on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Burrow. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you all both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
On 1, ready? 11.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with the quicker guy and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. In motion right here, Boyd. On 2nd and 12, Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. On 3rd down, Burrow. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, Do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, it's Barkley. Touchdown, New York. Saquon. This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New York Giants. The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. They started on the ground with Eckler, and they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's Eckler again, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now a 2nd down and 6. Herbert now. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 1st down, and they stick with Eckler. Down right around the 25. On 2nd down, and it's a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yep, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
And Jones going to keep once more. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point try, good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
2nd and 2. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
That's caught by Galladay. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go option here with Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Barkley not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Ball at the 6, 3rd and goal. Jones now will run it. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Daniel Jones scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns. Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown here to kick it away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Herbert. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 9. Once more, here's Eckler. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They snap it to Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now Jones throwing to start the drive. And that is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Jones now on 3rd down. And that's complete to Shepard. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, he'll drop to throw. This one to Slayton over the middle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Daniel Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-0. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Jones on 3rd and 2. He's got Bellinger. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run it again with Barkley, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Barkley inside handoff, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's Jones, throwing on 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 33. And pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being over?
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, 67 yards. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Jones. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Over the middle, caught by Bellinger.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 28. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
In motion comes the tight end left.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones
is passing to the hands of Bellinger.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Throwing Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Third and goal from the 6. All the option left, it's Jones.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
It's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Herbert on 1st down now. Out left, he's got it to Everett.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Herbert throwing again. Touchdown!
Mike Williams on the touchdown throw from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A first down carry for Barkley. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw it than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing, Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Giants are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the fourth. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
Now Jones. That ball caught by Slayton. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Jones to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton from 21 yards away. And the Giants are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Jones will try and run with it. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New York Giants and the Cincinnati Bengals. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On 2.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 1.
2nd and 8. Here's Burrow. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And Burrow going to throw again. He's going to look deep down the field. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Touchdown, Giants!
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
This is caught at the 20. A big play there for Cincinnati. 66 yards.
11 MP tank. 11 MP tank.
That's good for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Hayden Hurst, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson. Up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talked about that's exactly how they drew it up? Because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellas up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Got his man on the crossing pattern. It's Slayton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Under a minute to go. Clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. And they run the option on 2nd down. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Jones will try and run with it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. 7-7, our score after 1. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Daniel Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants have taken the lead. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
This league, coordinators worry so much about drop and air routes, blocking assignments, misdirections, and stuff. They have these precise air moves and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
On 2nd and 12, Jones, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and now fall incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll try and run the option. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Jones throw taken in by Slayton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Jones. And this is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps out the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Jones now on 3rd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes, it's not about what's called from the sideline, it's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd.
I'm one, ready? 11, Thomas. 11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Finding space at the 40. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Here we go.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Burrow on play action. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
11.
They go play action with Burrow. Escapes the sack. He sets to fire deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game? Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jones. Going right back to Galladay. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Jones on 1st and 10. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And that's complete to Shepard. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Daniel Bellinger in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Gano now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
11. Hey, can.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And now ball going to be intercepted yet again.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Gano for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Bengals 14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked in each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, That next drive, that can make this a three-possession game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Burrow will throw. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins, 43 yards. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score.
So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a proven drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Meanwhile, Jones' throw brought in by Bellinger. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They keep it with Barkley on first down to the 43, 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. He's got Bellinger. On the move past the 40. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. Looking for his receiver. Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
3rd and 2. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Bengals are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the 2nd straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
The Bengals drive about to get going. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Play action. It's Burrow. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. McPherson now for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll go to Barkley again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. On 2nd and 9, Jones on the slant complete to Bellinger. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now to Galladay on the jet sweep. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Up the middle with Barkley. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Running again with Barkley on second down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. To throw is Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
Here's Jones. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Bellinger, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Giants answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. They'll get it inside the 20. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
McPherson on for the point after.
And no sweat, he puts it through. And we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Jones. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jones. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. A handoff to Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And the kick is good. Graham Gano connects as time expires. And the Giants win the football game. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for his start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will... At the 25.
Sanders to begin the drive. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Smith will come in motion right. On second down, here's the option. What a run there by Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Hurts will throw. Being chased out left. And they're going to get 2 more. He's got it. So that didn't take long. Quickly 8-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive will start with an option going left. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And Jones going to keep once more. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. To throw on 3rd down. Jones. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, that, my
Fred, I guess, is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided there was a time to be aggressive. Now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one. And look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. But he's got Smith here.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Cougar 19, Mustang 19. Drop 50, drop 50.
They go play action with Hurts.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
65 79 Broncos. Chevy Ranger.
The slot man in motion right. To try again after the sack. Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says.
They're going to try and run. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That's caught by Galladay. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. They'll look to throw again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 30. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Arizona Cardinals. Big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28th. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And the slot man goes in motion left. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
He will push his way down to about the 14. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Striker, 3-3.
One more time with Mostert. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they'll begin by running the option. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw is Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And Murray, he's going to run with it himself. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. After the sack on 1st down, Murray. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Murray. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Marquise Brown, 26 yards. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point good by Prater. Tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just...
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that, Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
But they run the option here on 1st and 10. Finding room at midfield.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line.
An option handoff given to Connor.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. They'll run the option right here on 1st down. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now on 2nd and 13. Murray. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Cardinals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Prater for the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And Hill will opt for the touchback.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, with that last possession, needing only the 1 play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Once again, it's Mostert.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
I do think that sometimes on 3rd and long, many defenders just get caught watching the sticks instead of watching the ball. And the guy who's got it, because here, they just got the ball into the receiver's hands and told him to do it yourself, a little bit of a desperation play. And he was able to take the short throw and turn it into a big gain and a conversion on 3rd down. That's a big pickup.
115 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Brought down by Jalen Thompson. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 16, Tua. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there, and it's 3rd and 5. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And the Cards are going to get the football here at their own 23.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Going deep for Hopkins. The guy's man complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the 2nd half gets started. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the 1st half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going, so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Murray. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to
throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
With the kind of game he's had so far, he had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
It'll be Murray on the keeper.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. They're going for it. It's Murray.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jerome Baker.
And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. Yeah, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
It's Tagovailoa from his own end zone.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Two and now on first down.
Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Long.
And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Waste of time.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Here we go.
Play action, now it's Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Ready, set.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Cycle. 3-3.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
10 cycles.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 2nd and 9, Tua.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They're going deep for Hill.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 46 yards.
And the Dolphins have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Cardinals 17. Jason Sanders became our former.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Marquise Brown, 75 yards. And the Cardinals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Let's go.
Now Tua. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Here we go. Here's 38.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
2nd down, here's Mostert again.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Couple of Alabama guys there, Tua to Waddle for the Miami first.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Tagovailoa.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Tua to throw.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Tua. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals have just about sewn up this football.